Welcome back, watch fans. We're talking about Rolex investing, Rolex investment, the world of Rolex investing, the upside potential for Rolex. Where is Rolex heading? Why is Rolex a blue chip investment, and more, all in this video. Please pay very close attention. This is a high quality production, and yeah, it's going to be rambling a little bit, but we'll get to the point. By the way, on the wrist before we get started is the beautiful Rolex Yachtmaster 40 rose gold chocolate dial, but it's a bronze. Now, a lot of you have been asking, why does Rolex do bronze if it's a sea themed watch, maritime themed? Well, because if you notice, the boardwalk here is kind of brown, right? Teak wood, brown. There's a lot of wood used in the world of the maritime, of the world of seamen, like SEAMEN, not the seamen that you're thinking of, but men at sea. There's a lot of brown because, you know, there's teak, there's bronze, there's, you know, the propellers, all that stuff, right? It's an unbelievable watch, incredible, fits right at home here in beautiful Santa Barbara. Early morning here. It's about I think it's about 63 degrees right now. Incredible. This is like what it's really all about. Unbelievable. And I think Meghan Markle lives down there. That's right. Any of you Brits, any of you low-life degenerate Brits watching, that's where your fellow citizen lives, down there. We got to deport her soon. Her and Harry, they got to be deported from here. They're on the grift. They are on the grifting from the Americans. But we're not here to talk about politics. We're here to talk about money. Specifically, how do you get rich with Rolex? Now, how did Rolex become a blue chip investment? It's actually quite fascinating. It's been a slow journey. It's been kind of an evolution. But what's happened is, over the last, let's call it 25 years, I would say 25 years or so, maybe 30, you know, actually maybe a little longer than that. It's probably in the 80s. It's probably in the 1980s that all of a sudden people realize, wow, you know, these Rolex watches, these used Rolex watches, they're keeping their value. You know, the watch I bought, you know, in 1972, I can sell today for the same amount of money. Amazing, unbelievable, but true. No other brand was doing that. Why? Why is that? How is that Rolex became a watch that kept value? When I say kept value, I mean it basically kept up with inflation. Now look, there's two types of things that you need to look at. One is, yes, there are watches that are like hype watches or some sort of unique kind of, you know, outliers. There are outliers that will, you know, double and triple or whatever in a couple of years. There's outliers, limited releases, or whatever. We can go, that's a whole different, you know, can of worms. But I'm talking about specifically about watches that will increase, you know, 4 or 5% a year and keep up with inflation. So what that means is, you buy the watch today, you sell it in 10 years or whatever you want to do in 10 years, you're going to get your money back. And this is one of the only products in the world, the few consumer products in the world that allows you to do that. It's like money in the bank. But here's the important thing. What makes the Rolex the best investment? Why is it such a good investment? Well, obviously, they developed a reputation for, you know, the ability to retain value, keep up with inflation. So it's basically, people could park their money. People can park their money in the watch. They feel secure in that, right? The other thing is, it's an international asset. It is a true international asset. This watch, you can sell it and get the same exact money, whether it's here in Santa Barbara, whether it's you know, in Hong Kong, whether it's in Lagos, Nigeria, whether it's in Azerbaijan, whether it's in you know, Karachi, you know, whether it's wherever it is, right? Whether it's in Milano, whether it's in you know, Napoli, whether it's in you know, wherever, right? They will retain their value. You'll get that money. You'll get that same exact amount of money anywhere in the world, which is very attractive. You know, it's always people. You know, you never know what can happen. Sometimes, you know, you need to leave a country, you need to flee a country, and the only thing you got is the watch on your wrist, right? That's happened many times. Or, you know, you're stuck somewhere. You need money. You need money to make bail, right? I don't know. Things happen. Things happen in life. So it's a true international asset. But here's the thing. Here is what makes Rolex the ultimate blue chip investment. It is the fact that it is a deep, very deep liquid market. Everybody knows about it. It's a well-known brand. There is, people feel secure buying it. It's sort of like the U.S. Treasury market, right? T-bills, T-bonds, they trade, I don't know, is it trillions of dollars? Hundreds of billions of dollars a day, right? Maybe it's trillions a day. Why? Because people need to park their money. Governments, people need to park their money. They need to earn interest, and they feel safe. And everybody, it's. But the other thing is, there is so much of it out there. There is so much U.S. government debt that there is a lot. You can buy it, sell it anytime. It's not going to move the market, right? You can buy and sell this watch. There's only going to be maybe a 5% spread. If you're doing it right, there's only going to be a 5% spread between the bid ask, right? The price you buy it at, the price you sell it at, right? So because it's a deep and liquid market. Whereas if you look at an Omega, the bid ask might be 15%. I don't know. Actually, I don't follow Omega, but if you look at, like, let's say serious watches, collectible watches, Patek Philippe, the bid ask is going to be bigger. Those wider spreads between the buy and sell price is a function of liquidity, right? The function of also the more product there is in the market. Again, because there's so much product in the market, there's millions and millions of Rolexes in the market. Everybody knows what it is, and people are able to, dealers are able to, build inventories, and it all feeds on itself. It's basically a flywheel. It's a flywheel. I'm going into some deep economic concepts here, but and we're going to get into some even deeper things in just a second. But one of the best investments you can make, the best Rolex investment you can make, my friends, is investing in yourself. That's right. Investing in yourself. How? Well, by joining this channel. You click that join button on the channel, and you become an aristocrat. You become a baron. That's right. That is a title that you will have. You'll be a baron. It's not just any title. You're a baron. You're a true aristocrat. And what are you going to get? You're going to have access to member-only videos, member-only content. You're going to see videos first before all the other hoi polloi, before the riffraff have access to it. That's right. You have the first call. The first call. On Wall Street, the first call is very important. You want to have that first call from the analyst or from that CEO telling you about their earnings, that the earnings were up or down, or some other insider information, right? That's very valuable. That's what you're going to have. You're going to have access to information first. Information is power, and you're also going to have status, because look, when you leave a comment on a video like this, you leave your nasty and vicious comments. People are going to see you're a baron. The comment was made by a baron and not by some anonymous hoi polloi riffraff, untitled peasant, right? When you have that little logo next to your name as a member of the channel, as a baron, people respect it. It's they'll know that this is a man of wealth and taste who is making this comment, so they'll take you seriously. Look, women will want you, men will want to be you. Okay, that is the power of status. And the other thing is, you're sending a message to the universe. This is about making money, right? When you invest at $4.99, you're sending a message to the universe that you are a prosperous person. You're investing in your future. You're open to the channels of energy, and the money will start flowing to you in avalanches of abundance. It's going to be unbelievable but true. You're going to have to. Money is going to be coming at you so many ways. You're going to have to weigh it by the pound, by the ton. Okay, you're not going to use a money counter like you see in some of these boiler room channels. They got the little money counter like the peasants that they are. No, you're going to have to use a scale. You're going to have to use one of those heavy duty scales. The heavy duty scales, those tonnage scales. That's right. That's what's going to happen when you, my friend, when you become an aristocrat. You see, this is bronze. You see the bronze. That's why you need to have a two-tone Yachtmaster with the bronze. This is a real man's watch. See the cannon? You see the phallic symbol, the phallic symbology, the cannon, Rolex bronze. Now you guys get it. Now you see why I got the bronze two-tone. That's why I got this, because the bronze and the cannon. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This is the true heritage of Rolex, the Rolex cannon. But okay, let's go back into talking about Rolex investing, because a lot of you guys want to make money with Rolex. So here's what it is. I explained to you the deep liquidity of the market, the international asset, the historically proven ability to basically increase, right? So it's a little bit like I think it's better. It's better than real estate. It's better than real estate. People say, "Oh, New York real estate." Manhattan real estate, right? Manhattan real estate. Always, you can always park. A lot of rich people, the international wealthy, they feel confident buying, real estate in Manhattan, right? That's why a lot of the Chinese, the Russians, whatever, any third world, any person from any of these shithole third world countries, they feel confident, parking, 10 million into a condo, on 57th Street, what do they call it? Billionaires Row. Why? Because, somebody told them that, New York real estate always goes up. It's like Hong Kong real estate used to be. Maybe it still is. I don't know. Or Tokyo. But Rolex is actually better because unlike the real estate in Manhattan, this you can move. That's right. Because in Manhattan right now, you go on 57th Street, this guy opening homeless shelters right there, right on Billionaires Row. They got a homeless shelter. You got, all sorts of crime. You got all sorts of nastiness going on there, and people are leaving. But you're not going to be able to take your the real estate with you. This you can take, right, and you can sell it anywhere in the world. Now, the other thing that's actually kind of fascinating is this. The opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities within the Rolex universe. And here's the thing that's fascinating for investing in Rolex, right? Because you have this very wide market, deep liquid market, but you have you have different models, right? You have the Daytonas, you got the Submariners, you got the yacht. Well, this is the Yacht Masters. You got the Datejust, the Day Date, I don't know. There's like 15 models, whatever. You get now Sky Dwellers, right? And within each one, you got different variations. You got different dial combinations. You got different metals, bracelets. So all of a sudden, you have an infinite number of kind of sub sectors within this, which all move. They all have their own kind of unique market, right? So it's not when somebody says Rolex is going up in price. No, it's like saying real estate. No, real estate is local, right? You can't say, oh, the real estate is going up. No, it could be a certain neighborhood is going up. A certain whatever. Like, even within Santa Barbara, there's good areas, there's bad areas, right? It's all very local. And same thing with Rolex. It's all very local. The Daytona market is very different than the Datejust market. So when somebody tells you, oh yeah, Rolex is a great thing. No, yeah, certain models of Rolex could be very good. And there are certain drivers that create that increase in those models, right? The Daytona market has been, always a premium since, as far as, since my day. I mean, this is going back, at least, when I looked at Daytonas in the 90s, I was looking at when I bought my first Rolex. That's right, my first Rolex. When I started my watch collecting journey, when I started the journey in the, let's say, mid 90s, the Daytonas were like $9,500 for steel, right? And they went up a lot, right? The Datejust, they had the regular, the Datejust. Same thing didn't happen with the Datejust. Obviously, they increased. They probably doubled. A little bit from where they were. So yeah, but the Daytonas outperformed. The Daytonas like basically tripled. The Daytonas tripled. So, which is interesting, right? Would you rather double your money or triple your money? Now, what about Day Date? The Day Date, the Rolex president, I think is one of the most unique markets because you have so many variations. You have the fact that it's gold, which is, again, you got a double international asset. Now, again, some of you guys don't like gold. People are like, oh, Rolex and gold. They want the steel, whatever, which I think is going to change. Now, look, there's always things changing. There's always things changing in the market. There's always new trends. And that is why I believe you have these different opportunities. And that's what this channel is all about, my friends. It's all about finding what is going to be that next trend. And I believe, now I'm looking at a couple of things happening in the market where I see there's going to be certain models, right? Certain categories that are going to outperform. That's right. They're going to outperform the market. Wouldn't that be amazing that you can buy one of these and not only do you wear it and enjoy it, not only do you have the enjoyment of wearing it for decades, years, but you're also going to make money on it. At some point, you may want to sell it. You may want to trade it in for something, right? Maybe not. Maybe you'll keep it. Maybe you'll keep it. Look, you know what? It could be that you're going to keep it and your heirs will have it, right? And they'll sell it and make money with it. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. The point is knowing the fact, just the feeling of knowing that what you have is increasing in value is valuable in itself, right? It's good to know that what you have is increasing in value. It gives you a pleasant feeling, and most importantly, it actually helps you become even more successful because success breeds on success. When you're making money, right? When you start making money, if you know that the value, what you have on your wrist, is increasing in value, it creates confidence, which vibrates into other areas of your life. And it's good to know that, again, the watch on your wrist is making you money literally every second of the day. It's increasing in value every second of the day. It's a very powerful feeling. I don't think there's any other things you can say that about. I mean, it's really unbelievable but true. But again, that's the power of certain watches. Again, that's why you need to join the channel. You need to become a member. You need to press that button to join. $4.99. You become a baron. You become an aristocrat, and you upgrade your life. You upgrade your status. Your status. That's right. That's what this is all about, my friends. Let's be real. Okay, aristocrats, fellow aristocrats, I will see you in the next one. Any of you peasants who have still not joined, stop watching the channel. I want to have nothing to do with you. I only want to be associated with high-quality people. And again, you are the product of the people you surround yourself. That's right. If you surround yourself with successful people, you're going to become successful. You're going to get rich. But if you lie down with dogs, if you go around rolling around with dogs with some of these Muppet Boiler Room channels, with some of these grifters, some of these low-life degenerates out there that know nothing about watches, you're going to wake up with fleas. That's right. You go sleeping with dogs, with rats, you wake up with fleas. So get rich, join the channel, see you in the next one.